Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you're going to go over the next 10 days from $0 to $10,000 a month online, completely remote with remote closing. This is going to be an exact step-by-step guide on exactly how I did that and how you guys can replicate the exact same process. So make sure you stick around to the end and make sure you like the video and save the video so you can come back to it and watch it later. Without a doubt right now, the fastest way and the lowest barrier to entry way to make your first $10,000 a month online is through a skill called sales. And you guys know I'm not about working a job or having a boss. So obviously I'm not talking about car sales, insurance, or being in an office, but I am talking about high ticket sales. All high ticket sales is selling expensive offers, which means products or services online for people with businesses. You are basically just a sales rep and you get placed in a business that is already bringing in over $100,000 a month. They will have inbound leads, whether that be through paid or organic marketing, and your job is to just take those leads from a place where they're interested in buying to being a paying customer. These leads will be booked by an appointment setter into your calendar and you will take the call. When you close that prospect, you will take a 10% commission and you will be selling things such as coaching, consulting, mentorships, and things of that nature. So now that you know what remote closing or high ticket sales is, this is exactly how you're going to use it to get to your first $10,000 a month within the next 180 days. The first thing we're going to do is get an appointment setting role, because we're assuming that you're starting from zero and you have no experience and you have no idea what you're doing. So the first thing we're going to do is find this appointment setting role, because if you jump on calls and you have no experience and you start trying to close deals, you will 100% fumble the bag, make no money, and get blacklisted from the entire industry. And we don't want that. So step number one, start with appointment setting. All you're going to be doing is sending DMs, booking in sales calls, and taking a commission. The reason we start with appointment setting is because once you're in this role, you will learn about the offer that you're on, the industry that you're in, and the customers that you're going to be speaking to the most. And of course, you learn about the business itself. You learn about basically everything you need, and you put yourself in the best possible position to then move into a closing role. Because nobody else in the business knows more about the prospects than you, since you as a setter, you are the one speaking to hundreds of people a day. Step number two, finding a client. In order to land this role, you are going to first need to find a client. I have created the most realistic and in-depth guide on how you're going to go about finding that client in today's ecosystem, and then also actually land the role through the interview process. The link to my Instagram will be down below. Send me a DM and I'll send that guide to you. But basically, all the outreach consists of finding and then qualifying those clients, vetting the offer, and then sending them a personalized message. Something along the lines of, "Hi Mark, I love your content. I was just curious how your conversions are through your lead funnel. Thought I'd reach out because I'm a high ticket closer, I have X experience, and I help businesses like yours improve their conversion rate through closing deals and helping them make money. I have availability and I'm familiar with the e-commerce space and I would love to work with you. Are you open to a quick video call to see if we're a good fit?" Copy paste this message word for word and send it to 800 to 1,000 people, and within the first week or two, you should have at least a couple of opportunities presented to you. Step 3, performing as a setter. Now, once you are in the appointment setting role, you are just going to perform to the absolute best of your abilities. Do as much volume as you can, at least 100, 200, 300 DMs a day. You're going to remain in this appointment setting role between 1 to 3 months. All you're going to be doing is booking in sales calls and making 5% commissions off of closed deals. Using this, you will get to your first $3,000 to $5,000 a month, but like I said, we want to get you to that $10,000 per month. So we are going to do this for a few months, 1 to 3 months max, and then $3,000 to $5,000 a month might already be a bit of an improvement from where you are right now. But don't forget, the end goal is $10,000 a month. So within the first 3 months, you should be around that 3 to 5K mark. And then we move on to step number 4, which is transitioning to a closing role. After you've been killing the role, you've been performing well, and you've been helping them make money. Then what you're going to do is approach the sales manager or the person who runs the offer, and you're going to ask them to transition you into a closing role. role. All you need to say is, hey Mark, I've really enjoyed working for your company. I helped you generate a lot of revenue and I'm really excited to continue to work with you. But I'm ready to take the next step. I'm ready to level up and I'm ready to start testing my abilities a bit more. I would really love the opportunity to move into a closing role. At this point, they're either going to say yes or no. Assuming you've done well in your appointment setting role, they're going to say yes. If they say no, assuming you've been providing enough value, then you might just say, okay, well, if you're not going to allow me to make progress with my career, then I might have to explore other options. This is where you can obviously go into negotiations and use that as leverage. But we're going to assume you killed the appointment setting role, you built trust, and they're going to allow you to move on into a closing role. Step number 5, becoming a closer. This is about 3 months in now, and assuming you've done everything right, over the next 3 months in this closing role, we're going to go from $5,000 a month to $10,000 a month. So congratulations, you are now a high ticket closer. This role is as simple as just performing and doing your job. All you need to do is take sales calls, close deals, and you will develop a skill and make a whole lot of money that is going to allow you to generate a really good income for the rest of your life. This will also give you the freedom and the autonomy to travel and move around as you please. As long as you're bringing in revenue for that company, you can pretty much do whatever you want. And that's pretty much it. I hit my first 10K month around 6 months in from when I started, and you guys can do the exact same thing. From this step-by-step guide, you can tell why high ticket sales is the lowest barrier to entry way to make $10,000 a month online, because you are not building a business, you are not finding products, you're not hiring or firing employees, and you do not need to run ads. You literally have no overhead, no risk, no stress, no investment. You do not need to spend any money on building stores or buying inventory. You literally don't need to do anything except develop a skill and perform well at what you do. This is very simple. All you need to do is find a client, start appointment setting, ask to transition into a closing role, and then do your job. You are going to make 6 figures every single year for the rest of your life. Yes, this is how quickly you can change your life. I promise you, I know because I did it myself and I'm not special. Now go ahead and get that freedom that you've always wanted. If you have any questions, comment down below and I will get back to you. Getting into sales didn't only just help me make over $30,000 a month, but it helped me connect and meet people who are all making 6 figures a month. This is why this is the best career. It gives you money, it gives you connections, it gives you skills, and it gives you everything you need to go ahead and have the life of freedom. Now, if you want to do this even quicker and you want to develop those skills faster, you want to gain experience, build your network, and do this the right way, and do this the same way I did it, then I do have a very successful academy and company where this is basically our goal. To take people from a point where they're making $0 to making $10,000 in the first 6 months. But not only that, also developing them into well-rounded salespeople and business people who know how to brand, how to speak, how to create content, and how to be a well-rounded individual. So if you do think you have what it takes to be a part of that community, there will be a link down below to my Instagram account. My team and I review all applicants. I will see you guys in the next video, and if you do have any questions, like I said, comment down below, subscribe to this channel, and reach out to me on Instagram. My purpose on this earth is to serve as many people as possible and help as many people as possible achieve the life of freedom. See you in the next video.